All right, now I'm going to tell you about a time when I got over myself. When I was 25 years old and I was backpacking across India after I became a newly certified yoga teacher, as you do, I participated in a 10-day silent meditation retreat. Now, the word retreat makes it sound glamorous. It was anything but. On the first day, the staff took my phone, passport, and cash. I promise it's legit. And they went through the rules, which included no eye contact and no speaking to anyone for 10 days. And each day, we meditated from about 4:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, with breaks for food in between. Despite being a hyperactive New Yorker, I did pretty well. I took on a self-imposed challenge very seriously, even the Buddhist vow we had to take, that said we cannot harm another living being. So I silently, compassionately escorted the scorpions out of my tiny, heatless, windowless room each night. And while I appreciated the structure and the discipline the retreat's rules taught me, at times it did feel awkward not to acknowledge the other 100 or so backpackers sitting next to me in silence each day. So by day number 9, I began to feel a little loopy. No human contact does that to you. You know when you were a kid and you stayed up too late at night with your friends, like at a sleepover, and at some point in the middle of the night, everything becomes like hilarious? Yeah, that's about where I was mentally. So on day number 9, you can imagine that I was just sitting there like a good meditating soldier, right? Observing my thoughts, minding my business. And then the woman next to me let out the loudest whoopee cushion style fart. I struggled to keep my composure. I did. So it went like this, right? I'm meditating. We're all meditating. Here's a fart. And we ignore it collectively because, you know, social grace, rules, maturity. But then it happened again. I'm meditating, right? We hear the fart. It was louder than that. It was like, I opened my eyes and I let out just like a little snort of laughter, like that. But then one of the guys on the guy's side, he heard it and he responded with just like a little snort of laughter, like. There was a pause. And then I snorted again. I was like, and that was it. The entire meditation hall erupted in howling laughter. We could not get a hold of ourselves. I was crying. My belly hurt. Even the facilitator on the stage stood up and she was like, "Contain yourselves."
Was she laughing?
No. You might be surprised to know that in addition to talking and eye contact, laughing at farts was also not allowed. No. Finally, one of the volunteers came to escort me out of the meditation hall until I could pull it together. But you know what? I wasn't sorry. I wasn't sorry, because the next day after we finished the 10-day silent, or rather, silent-ish retreat, I was the most popular backpacker on that side of the Himalayas. I don't mean to like brag or anything, but my friends could not stop talking about that moment of joy. The moment when I snorted at that woman's fart, mwah, the veil that was separating each one of us from one another had dropped. Through laughter, I acknowledged what was really going on, a communal truth, right? That somebody farted. And it was funny. Much like an immersive theater show where the fourth wall is dropped between audience and actor, through laughter, we as passive soldier-like observers became active participants in our own communal experience. We felt like we belonged. Ironically, for the first time in 10 days after trying to follow the rules in order to be present. Who knew farts could hold such power? I believe that when we break down the fourth wall that separates us from one another, we get over ourselves and we open the door to a deeper sense of belonging.